Welcome everybody. How are you all doing? Great. Great? Good response. 2019 and we have had 4 successful events this year. I think my colleague Ram will talk a little bit more about those events.
Yeah, so we had cloud computing, personal development, women empowerment, machine learning, and the speakers from companies are like Amazon, IBM, Microsoft, PwC, and then from JPMC. So it was all successful event, and we are looking forward to the evening for the final event of this 2019.
Thanks for spending the evening. It's great to be here talking to you guys. Several of you, probably have the same questions that I had, or myself, Billy Joe, and Vidisha had a few years back as we were thinking about this. It's not about where we are.
I would like to welcome our other 2 speakers for this evening to the stage. Billy Joe Vara, who is the Chief Marketing Officer in CC's Pizza. Welcome, Billy.
Up there. And so growing up in South Dakota, growing up with my history and my story, it's always this hard thing to talk about personal branding and to talk about how do you promote yourself and how do you make branding more than about self-promotion. And so for me, I took it.
Thank you, Billy. So my name is Vidisha Rudra, and as Billy you said about being humble, growing up in Midwest, many of you or all of you who grew up in India, our background is also we are taught from a very beginning. Don't talk about yourself.
Exactly.
Be humble. Let people talk about you. That's all we hear from our parents, from elders. But over time, as you grow your professional career, you have to find a balance between how much you talk about yourself and how much you tone it down, right? So we'll talk about that, the difference between over-promoting, under-promoting, what's the right balance.
PhD, thought it was great, didn't turn out to be that well. Finally just stopped at masters, and then decided that what are you bringing to the table? Right? Don't forget the external insights. You have to understand personal brand is not just for yourself. It's because you're trying to create something you want to project that outside. So you want that you as a consumer would be most excited about is the purpose that a company that puts up the brand has when they put it on, right? So everything, if you just look at this bottom right side of this particular tough conflicting situation at work. And he told stories that happened to him when he was working as a physicist at NASA. But that's all.
Thank you, Ashutosh. What a great start to our topic today. Let's continue the same pace and let's start our panel discussion. Ashutosh, you can join the stage.
Thank you so much, Ashutosh. Thank you so much, Vidisha and Bilizo, for spending your valuable Saturday evening with IACS. So we're going to have a quick panel discussion for a few minutes, and then we're going to have audience Q&A after the panel discussion. So come prepared, or maybe get ready. You build your brand. Is that like a conscious building of your brand, or how did you go about building your brand?
So at what age? I started being thoughtful about what I'm projecting. I didn't call myself at that time personal brand or something, but
First and foremost, if you think about a brand as a person, so think of any company in the world and think about them as a person, and the head of that person or the brains behind that person is the business that you're in. And
Expressed in social media. So basically, you're curating your life through social media. And it's upon you what you want to project, right? So to your point, we have LinkedIn, we have Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. There's so many channels for social media. You have to decide for yourself which is the one that makes most sense to you.
as Vidisha said earlier, you cannot be leading a team if you don't have followership. It is very difficult to get anything done. So I've always played to those strengths.
Responsibility, there's always, maybe there's a bigger opportunity professionally or those types of things. But for me, I'm trying to take a lot more time in personal reflection is figure out the healthier balance of my personal life. Because you're right, there's always jobs, there's always careers, there's another company, there's another opportunity, but in the end, it's the personal relationships that really have the most impact on our life, and so I'm trying hard to make the most of that and to really take a moment and be present for those.
I think there's
over a period of time as you grow, your goals, your passion, and all these things may change. So when is a point that you have to reinvent? Do you ever have to?
Have to deliver. I mean, delivering is important, but people, I think it's a very important aspect of in any company that you grow in, any organization. You have to, teamwork, work everywhere you go.
Brand could have been lost, and how did you salvage yourself?
In moderating the panel as well. We also have Yolanda coming up and doing a workshop. We'll have a fun more. And again, fantastic food outside available.
We all network through LinkedIn and other ways, but this is about being in person, being intentional, and meeting people and seeing opportunities and exploring. So I hope you make a good decision tonight and become a member and help us grow.
I don't want to be a wait for a very long time. I just call upon Yolanda Dixon for giving the training session. Yep.
Thank Ramesh for inviting me here tonight. And guys, I gave him 2 guarantees. One, that you're going to learn something tonight that you can apply immediately to your life. And 2, that you're going to leave with something in your hand that you can take home to work on your personal brand, on your personal branding journey. So we're celebrities for picture. While we may not be celebrities, and I don't want to make an assumption because I tried to meet many of you, but no one said anything else. I'm going to buy this and that's it. I'm not going anywhere else. Or a restaurant that you like to eat at. I'm going to eat here, nowhere else, right? So, and I want you to think about that. And then I want you to write down 2 questions. 1, I want you to answer, how does that brand make you feel? And 2, I want you to answer, why did you pick that brand? And I'm going to give you an opportunity to share something about a brand that you like. Those are 2 things that you want to work in your face. So here's how it's read, which will help you determine if the project is progressing accordingly or needs corrective action. So those are your forceful type of people, your risk takers, your leaders, your strong leaders, I should say. And then you have the I personality type. Those are the fun type of people that when you walk in the room, they're making sure all the energy is high and keeping it going, right? And then you have your C.